Welcome to The Terrible Take, a daily segment telling Steeler Nation what's on our mind. I'm Melanie Friedlander. Adam Schefter is keeping the conversation going when it comes to Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin and his future with the team. In case you missed it, the NFL Insider tweeted yesterday that while the Steelers aren't going to fire their head coach, the team does have a decision to make prior to March 1st. That is the deadline to pick up the option for his third year on his current contract, according to Schefter's sources. What this means is a 3-year contract extension the team gave Tomlin in June 2024 for a reported $50 million could actually just be a 2-year deal if the team decides not to exercise the option on the final year. The Steelers have a long history of avoiding lame duck years for their head coaches, extending their contracts before they enter their final year. That is how they have handled Tomlin since he was hired back in 2007. The fact that he has an option year isn't all that shocking. Based on reports, even his original 4-year contract had an option for a 5th year. The contract extension he signed in 2015 included a clause that wound up automatically extending him an additional year through the 2019 season, when his 2016 season win total triggered a vesting option in his deal. So the presence of an option year in Tomlin's current contract is not all that surprising, but the timing couldn't really be worse. Again, the Steelers don't want a lame duck coach in 2026. So they have a tricky situation on their hands. If they don't want to commit to Tomlin through the 2027 season, they need to negotiate an early exit for him. He has a no-trade clause, which means that he would have to approve a trade to another team. And that team would probably need to exercise his option for 2027, taking on the bulk of his $50 million deal. The only other way out is to convince Tomlin to agree to a mutual parting. Even if the Steelers manage to negotiate a graceful departure for Tomlin, the team will still be in a bad position. With no starting quarterback, the Steelers stockpile draft picks for 2026. It's clear they mean to make a move to secure their quarterback of the future, even if it means a trade to move up in the first round. Not to mention that the draft is being held in Pittsburgh next spring. What could have been the ultimate celebration could instead be a hot mess if the team cannot quickly find their next head coach once the season ends. It is just a matter of weeks after the regular season finishes to the Senior Bowl and the Shrine Bowl. Both are crucial opportunities to meet and evaluate top players in the upcoming draft class. Yet another challenge? When it comes to head coaching candidates, the pickings are slim at the moment. When it comes to the future of the Steelers head coach, there is far more to it than just a decision on the third-year option for Mike Tomlin. And Art Rooney doesn't have the luxury of time to find the next leader of this team if he decides to make a change. He's got to move fast. Be sure to follow us at SteelersDepot.com and check out episodes of The Terrible Take every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Follow us on SteelersDepot.com and check out episodes of The Terrible Podcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with Dave Bryan and Alex Kozora.